we were dealing with the free vibration of damped system, and we have already learned there are three cases. One is called as critically damped system, another is called as overdamped system, and the third one is called as underdamped system. But we will recall, I had to abruptly cut short yesterday's lecture, so therefore we will start recall this part. We will start analyzing the system of Resch. So therefore, this is the system. As you can see, it has a damper element which has damping coefficient of C, and it has a spring element which has a spring stiffness of K. We know the governing differential equation of this system is mu double dot plus Cu dot plus Ku equal to 0. There is no external force, so it has to be equal to 0. U double dot stands for the double differentiation of position of this mass m. Its position at time t will be described as u of t. Mind you, t is the argument. It is not u multiplied by t. It is u of t. So at time t, the position of mass is u of t. To begin with, at time t equal to 0, the mass was stretched to u0 and it had a velocity of, let us say, u0 dot, which may be 0, but we are considering a general case. So it has a velocity of u0 dot and it has a position u0 at the beginning of the observation, that is at time t equal to 0. So these are the two initial conditions that we have in our hand, that is u of 0 is u0 and u dot of 0 is u0 dot. Are you with me, Nimisha?
Yes, sir.
And then we started with substituting u is equal to e raised to st. So let us say that this is the solution of this differential equation, and then we were supposed to find out what is the value of s. Are you with me? So let me
Yes.
substitute this back in this equation. So what is u dot? U dot therefore is equal to s e raised to st. This is just a recall. We have done this in the last class, so I am going little faster. U double dot is s square e raised to st. Substitute this back here, and that gives you m s square e raised to st plus c s e raised to st. And instead of u, I am going to substitute e raised to st. So therefore, plus e raised to st has to be k times e raised to st has to be equal to 0. I can take e raised to st common and I get e raised to st into bracket ms square plus cs plus k. This has to be equal to 0. We know that this is not going to be equal to 0, because if it has to be 0, then st has to be minus infinity. But t is positive, s is also needs to be positive. Therefore, this quantity cannot be 0. That is our argument. And therefore, there is no other way than ms square plus cs plus k being equal to 0. Are you with me till this point, Nimisha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what is the solution for s? So s is going to have two roots. First root I'm going to call it as s1, and second root I'm going to call it as s2. So there are two roots, s1 or s2. They will be given as the solution of quadratic equation in s. So what is the solution? Minus c plus or minus square root of c square minus 4mk upon 2m. Do you agree with me, Nimisha?
Yes.
So this is going to be equal to minus c upon 2m plus or minus square root of c square upon 2m. 2m when goes inside the square root sign, it is going to become 4m square. I think you will agree with me. Are you with me?
Yes.
देखो mathematical simplification कर रहा हूं मैं. There is nothing else. See this 2m. is outside the square root sign. If I have to take it in the square root sign, it will be c square upon 4m square. Happy? And minus 4mk upon 4m square. Happy? So this further simplifies to minus c upon 2m plus or minus square root of, I will now write 1/4 of c by m square minus m, 1m cancels out, 4 cancels out. So therefore you are going to have k by m. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Just see whether I have made any mistake. I don't think so. So it is 1/4 c by m square minus k by m. Agreed?
Yes.
And then we said that we are going to have three cases. What are these three cases? Three cases is this 1/4 c by m bracket square is greater than k by m. In that case, you are going to have positive value inside the square root sign. Therefore, you are going to have two real roots which are distinct. One root will have this quantity plus this quantity, another root will have this quantity minus this quantity. But the roots are going to be real. Do you agree with me, Nimisha?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And what do we call such system as? So I already said that such system we are going to call it as uh, overdamped system. Are you with me?
Yes.
So what is overdamped system? In overdamped system, you are going to have 1/4 c by m bracket square greater than k by m. Happy? So you are going to have real and distinct values of S1 and S2. Real and distinct values of S1 and S2. This all we had covered in the last class, but as we abruptly ended the class, I am just going to quickly revise it. Then you are going to have a critically damped system. Critically damped system where 1/4 c by m square is equal to k by m. That means in bracket you are going to have 0, under square root you are going to have 0, and therefore two roots will be equal. So S1 then will be equal to S2, and that will be equal to minus c by 2m. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And such system we call it as critically damped system. So two real but equal roots. Equal roots. Then the third possibility is that 1/4 c by m bracket square is less than k by m. So therefore, then in the bracket, you are going to have a negative sign. So therefore, square root of -1 is I. Therefore, you are going to have two roots, which are complex conjugates of each other. One root will be minus c by 2m plus one complex number, one imaginary number, and second root will be minus c by 2m minus the same imaginary number. So these two roots are going to be distinct. So you are going to have distinct values of S1 and S2, distinct S1 and S2, but they are complex conjugates. They are not real roots. Are you with me, Nimisha?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what do we call such system as? We call such system as underdamped system. Happy? The moment we see that the roots are not real, they are complex, we presume that this must be the least happening phenomena in the world, but it is contrary. You see, most of the systems are underdamped systems, and few of the systems are overdamped systems. sorry. I gave you the practical examples of overdamped and underdamped system yesterday. And then I said, we will now analyze the critically damped system. I hope all of you are with me till this point. Nimisha, do you remember that we were analyzing a critically damped system? Happy?
Yes.
Yes. So let us go ahead. Now, with whichever is the case, as S has two values, therefore we started with the assumption that U is equal to e raised to st, but S itself has two values, one is S1, another is S2. So e raised to S1t is also a root of this equation. U of t, U as a function of t, e raised to S1t is also the root of parent differential equation, and U of t as e raised to S2 of t is also a root of parent differential equation. Do you agree with me? Because that's how we arrived at the values of S1 and S2. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So then, if there are two functions that satisfy the differential equation, then the linear combination of those two functions also will satisfy the parent governing differential equation. So therefore, I will write down the general solution as C1 times e raised to S1t plus C2 times e raised to S2t. So what are C1 and C2? C1 and C2 are the two constants that we must arrive by using two boundary conditions. Do you agree with me? These are the two boundary conditions that we are going to use to evaluate values of C1 and C2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I will write that use two boundary conditions to get values of C1 and C2. That's how you are going to have the solution of this system. Now at this junction, I am not saying whether it is overdamped system, critically damped system or underdamped system. Now let us finalize our strategy to solve a specific case. So what is case number 1 that we are handling? We are now looking at critically damped system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, इसके लिए अब हमें solution find out करना है. And now we run into trouble quickly, because in this case S1 is equal to S2 is equal to some value. What is that value? It is minus C upon 2m. Do you agree with me? देखो, critically damped system के लिए you have two real but equal roots. So S1 is going to be equal to S2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And if I now write U of t as C1 e raised to minus by 2m t plus C2 e raised to minus c by 2m t. Are you with me? Okay, now Vaibhav, can you unmute yourself? Vaibhav Shirsat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So are you with me till this point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now if I write it in this fashion, because the general solution is given as C1 e raised to S1t plus C2 e raised to S2t, and C1 and C2 are to be arrived at using two boundary conditions. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, keep yourself unmuted. Now, but in this case, I can take this C1 e raised to minus c by 2mt common. Are you with me? And then you are going to have C1 plus C2 here. Happy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I replace this C1 plus C2 by another constant C3?
Yes, sir.
Now just have a look. You have only one constant C3 and you have two boundary conditions. So it is a overdefined problem. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, in critically damped system, this strategy of expressing C1 e raised to S1t plus C2 e raised to S2t as a general solution is really not going to work, because e raised to S1t and e raised to S2t are in fact the same solutions. Do you agree with me? When S1 is equal to S2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो अब जरा देखो मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ. What I am going to do now is this. I am going to write u of t. Don't ask me why. This is the result from mathematics. This is the result from mathematics that we can borrow. In such cases, instead of writing c1 e raised to s1t plus c2 e raised to s2t as a general solution, I am going to write down c1 e raised to s1t, happy, plus C2t e raised to S2t as the general solution. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what have I done? I have introduced this t here. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So in other words, I am trying to say that t e raised to st is also the solution, can also be the solution of this governing differential equation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So we will cross verify whether t e raised to s2t is also a solution of this, can also be the solution of this governing differential equation. What is the governing differential equation? Tell me. Mu double dot plus cu dot plus ku equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Let me say u is equal to t e raised to s2t is the solution of this differential equation. So can you tell me what is u dot? बोलो u dot क्या होगा? चेन रूल अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा. एग्रीड?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. सो पहले t का डेरिवेटिव e रेज टू s2t एज इट इज. t रेज टू s2t वैसे के वैसे रखा, एंड द डेरिवेटिव ऑफ t इज 1 प्लस. नाउ I am going to keep t as it is, and I am going to take derivative of e raised to s2t. So it is going to be t s2 e raised to s2t. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So can I take e raised to s2t common?
Yes, sir.
And what will be there inside? 1 plus t. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now what is u double dot? Tell me. So 1 plus t का डेरिवेटिव लेना पड़ेगा. 1 plus t का डेरिवेटिव is 1. So it will be e raised to s2t. Happy? As it is.
Yes, sir.
Plus. Now I will keep 1 plus t as it is, and I will take derivative of e raised to s2t. So that is going to be t e raised to s2t. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now again, can I take e raised to s2t common?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And what remains? It is 1 plus t square. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
1 plus t square is what is going to remain. This is u double dot of t. Now what I encourage you to do is substitute the value of s2 as minus c by 2m. Happy? देखो यहाँ पे वैल्यू क्या है, s1 एंड s2 की दोनों की वैल्यू है minus c by 2m. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And substitute u double dot here, u dot here, and k and u here. You will see that this differential equation will be satisfied. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
You will get the value as 0. I encourage you to do this exercise. So this is a homework. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the solution of the differential equation that I claim. How do I get the values of C1 and C2 then? I have to use boundary conditions. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
So how do I apply boundary conditions? So let me use boundary conditions. What is boundary condition number 1? Boundary condition number 1 is this. At time t equal to 0, you have u of t as u0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So substitute this back here. So what do we get? At t equal to 0, u of t is u0. This is equal to, if I substitute t equal to 0 here, what is going to happen? This term is going to become 1. And here t is sitting here. So when I substitute t equal to 0, this term vanishes. And therefore you will get c1 is equal to u0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Now at t equal to 0, velocity, that is u dot of 0, is u0 dot. Do you agree with me? This is given. This is boundary condition. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, can you differentiate this u of t? Can we differentiate this? What is u dot of? Tell me. It is c1 s1 e raised to s1t. Happy? Plus
Yes, sir.
c2 e raised to s2t. Plus c2 s2 t e raised to s2t. Agreed? चेन रूल अप्लाई किया है. Happy?
Yes.
Now, at t equal to 0, this u0 dot is going to be equal to c1 is u0. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So u0 s1, I will keep it as it is. E raised to s1t will vanish because t is 0. Therefore, e raised to s1t is 1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What happens to the second term? You tell me what happens to second term. It will be only c2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And what happens to third term? It vanishes because t is 0. So what is the value of c2? Tell me the value of c2. c2 will be u0 dot minus s1 times u0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
कोई कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक नहीं है ना, देख लेना. u0, when I substitute t equal to 0, it is u0 dot, then c1 s1 e raised to st. So c1 is u0, that's correct, plus c2 e raised to s2t, that is 1, that is therefore it is c2, that's correct. Now can you tell me the value of s1? S1 is minus c by 2m. Agreed? Minus c by 2m. Happy? Vaibhav? Yes. Okay. So this is, therefore C2 is equal to u0 dot plus c by 2m times u0. So what is the general solution? Now let me rewrite this general solution in terms of C1 and C2. C1 and C2 we have evaluated. So what is the value of C1? That we will substitute in this solution and we will write the final solution as this. U of t is equal to C1 e raised to S1t. What is C1? So let me write down C1. C1 is U0. U0 e raised to, what is S1? S1, if you look at, the value of S1 is minus c by 2m. Minus c by 2m. So that I am going to substitute here. So e raised to minus c by 2m times t. Vaibhav, are you with me? Plus the value of C2. C2 is U0 dot plus C by 2m T e raised to minus C by 2m times T. This is how the expression for U of T looks like. Now I can take e raised to minus C by 2m T common and I can write down the expression of U of T as this. देखो, e raised to minus C by 2m times T, this common into bracket. If I take this as common, I get U0 here. So we get it as U0 plus U0 dot plus C upon 2m. But there is a T sitting there. So I'm going to write with T. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now what this equation looks a little bit clumsy, but now what we are going to do is we are going to consider the Excel file that we were updating where we had solved for undamped free vibration. Do you agree with me, Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if it is undamped, that means, sorry, C is equal to 0. Do you agree with me? C equal to 0 indicates that it is undamped system. Are you with me? Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So C equal to 0 means it is undamped system. Mind you, underdamped, overdamped and critically damped is different and undamped is different. Undamped means there is no damping at all. Are you with me, Vivek?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So please keep yourself unmuted for some time. Now, if I substitute the value of C equal to 0 here, I should get the previous result. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let me substitute the value of C as 0 here. So what is going to happen? Tell me. If C is equal to 0, U of T is going to be equal to e raised to 0 times T. So 0 times T is 1. So 0 times T is 0. Therefore, e raised to 0 is going to be equal to 1. Then here I am going to have U0 as it is plus okay, what is happening? There is some issue here. Let us try to figure out what has happened. Just give me a second. Achha, am I audible? Vivek Pratham, please type your response in chat box if you cannot speak. Am I audible? Okay. So Vaibhav says I am audible. So it's okay. So let us plot this response. And for plotting this response, we are going to consider exactly the same set of U0 and U0 dot that we considered at the beginning. So let us do that. So let me share my screen with you. 1 minute. Screen is shared. Now let us go to the previous lecture, lecture number 2. I hope you are able to see this. हाँ, इसमें हमने एक एग्जाम्पल लिया था where we considered mass is equal to 10 kg, K is equal to 1000 Newton per meter. So same thing I am going to consider here. So let us consider mass is equal to 10 kg, K equal to 1000 kg, 1000 Newton per meter, U0 is equal to 50 mm, and U0 dot equal to 0. That means the system starts from rest. The system starts from rest because when at time t equal to 0, when I have just plucked the mass, and at that time u0 dot, that is velocity, is 0, and then I am going to release the mass. Are you with me? Please give me the response in chat box so that we can proceed. Yes. Okay. So if I substitute these values back in this solution, what do I get? So I get the value as u of t is equal to, I will need the value of c. So I will keep c as a parameter. So we are going to write down the solution in terms of c. So what is the value that I get? E raised to minus c upon 2m times t into bracket u0 plus u0 dot, which is 0, plus c upon 2m, c upon 2 into 10, because m is 10 now. So here also I should substitute m is equal to 10. Times t. Are you with me? Please type your response if you have understood this. What if you have understood what I have done? Please type your response. Yes. Sure. Now, let me go to the Excel file that we were looking at. So this is the example.excel. Is Excel file visible? All of you, please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Is Excel file visible? Yes. So now what I'm going to do is, insert a row. So here we had a condition u0 is equal to 50 mm. This is the solution for that. Here we had a condition where u0 is equal to 100 mm. That means this is the solution for undamped system. So damping 0 tha, c was 0, so I am going to write that as well. So these two were the solutions for undamped system. Undamped. Now I am writing down the solution for critically damped system. Critically damped system. Critically damped system. And I'm going to use the same set of conditions. So u0 is 50 mm and u0 is 100 mm. So two situations. in case number 1, I am going to have u0 equal to 50 mm. That means I would have plugged this mass. I would have plugged this mass by 50 mm towards right. And in the second situation, I would have plugged this mass by 100 mm towards right. And then I will release it. So I am considering two cases. U is equal to 50 mm. Just give me a second. Hello. Huh? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the solution that we are going to have. And the question is, what is the value of C? So zara dekho, when it is a critically damped system, what is the condition that must get satisfied? This bracket must be equal to 0. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? For critically damped system, we must have this equal to 0. Then only S1 is equal to S2. So what is the value of C? Can you tell me? So if I solve this equation, what I get is 1 by 4 C by M bracket square must be equal to K by M. Happy? So therefore, 4K by M must be equal to C square upon M square. Happy? So what is the value of C square? C square therefore is 4 M square K by M. Happy? Are you with me? Nimisha, please type your response in chat box. Have you understood this part? So C is equal to 4 MK. Please let me know if you have understood this part. I see silence there, so I assume that I have to repeat this. So when critically damped system is there, S1 is equal to S2 because this term under root term becomes 0. So when will it become 0? When 1 by 4 C square upon M square is equal to K by M. That's what I have written. And therefore C square upon M square is equal to 4K by M. And therefore C square is equal to 4 MK and C is equal to square root of 2 MK. So that is 2 root MK. Has everyone understood this part? Please type your response in chat box so that I can proceed. Has everyone understood this part? Vaibhav, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so have you understood this part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so C is equal to 2 root MK. So in this particular case, what is the value of M? Can you tell me? M is 10 kg. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the value of K? K is 1000. So can you tell me how much is C? C will be equal to 200. Do you agree with me? Vaibhav, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
C turns out to be 200. So substitute this value of C in this expression. Now what I am going to do is I am going to write down this formula here. So what is the value of U of t? So you can have a look at this. U of t is e raised to. So e raised to in Excel, we write it as exponential of a number. So what is exponential of a number? You have minus C, which is 200. So minus 200, are you with me? Divided by 2 into 10, that is 20, divided by 20. and this minus 200 in the numerator you have multiplied by t. What is t here? So t is the time in seconds here. So that time is a4 here. So what I have done is I have multiplied minus 200 by t divided by 20. This is exponential. This into bracket. What is there in bracket? u0. So what is the value of u0? In this case, in first case, it is 0.05. 50 mm is u0. Then plus what is the value of C? 200 divided by 2 into 20. So it is going to be 200 by 20. This bracket complete, and this 200 has to be multiplied by t. So here I am going to multiply it by t. This is how the response looks like. This is how the formula looks like. Now I am going to, the same formula has been dragged till down. And what is going to be the change in the next? What is going to be the change here? Here simply I will copy the same formula. Copy. Same formula will be copied. Only the change will be, instead of 50 mm, you are going to have 100 mm as the initial displacement. So that I am going to write down. Yes. And now let me plot these two responses here. So let me plot this. Insert a graph. What do you observe? What kind of response it is? Yeah, tell me. And on the same thing, I'm going to plot the response of critically damped system which has been pulled till 100 mm towards right. So let me plot that. So add. In that I'm going to select the range of time. Then I'm going to select this range. Okay. I will call it as series 1, series 2. Just give me a second. Yeah. Series 1 में problem होगा. Edit. Perfect. It has to start from t equal to 4. This series also has to start from t equal to 4. That's correct. So are you able to see the response? Format select data, 1 minute, edit, series 1, this has to start from D4. Yeah. Okay, so let me explain you what is happening. Chalo. The first system starts from where? The first system starts from 0 point. जरा कैलकुलेशन चेक करके मुझे बताओ, have we made a error of a sign somewhere? Just we need to check that. So here, boundary condition 1, t equal to 0, u of t is u0, u0 is c1. That is correct. Then u dot of t is equal to u0 dot. So u dot of t will be equal to c1 into s1 e raised to s1t, that is correct, plus c2 into e raised to s2t, that is correct, plus c2 s2t e raised to s2t, that is correct. Now u0 dot is equal to, when I substitute t equal to 0 here, it is u0 s1 plus c2 plus 0, that's correct. So c2 turns out to be u0 dot minus s1 u0, that is correct. So u0 dot as it is, what is the value of s1? So how did we arrive at s1 minus b? That's correct. So minus 2 c upon 2m minus c upon 2m into t plus okay. Okay, it seems there is some error in this solution. I will try to look for it today, and then we will come back to this problem once again. But what the crux is, we are going to plot this solution, and then we are going to compare it with the undamped system. ये जो undamped system है, इसके साथ compare करने वाले. Let me check out what is the error here, and then I will come back to you. Let us stop here for today, and we will continue tomorrow. So please type your attendance in chat box, and then you can leave the class.